Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War. And I got it done. I did the Pure faction. Finally, jeez. Um, just a quick video, not as good as usual. I'm just putting out a video and I might not even do a thumbnail, I might not do a description, I might not do tags, I might not do any of that. I'm just gonna throw it out there as quick as possible because there's only a few hours left to get this done. So it's only relevant for 5, 6, 7 more hours, whatever it may be. Something like that. So anyway, Pure Faction for the Labyrinth. What do you need to know about this? The team I used was the tank. So the bull right there, the green, red guy on top for the enemy. That's what I used as my tank. The one that has full mana on the top of my team there. And then I used the Mechator times 2, which is the 2 that are up under that. So the only one I'm missing here is the Minnow King, who gives 50% mana to all Taurus. So, what is it, the Bull General? Is that the first guy's name? I don't even know their names yet. I mean, I didn't pay attention. The Bull General, the tank, then 2 Mechators, and then the Minnow King in last slot. And that worked for me. And the path you want to take is, let me see, hold on a sec. The path you want to take is the down path. There's 3 battles and then the boss. There's like the first battle, which is always a 1 or a 2 or whatever it may be. Sorry, I'm not going to be as accurate as I always am. I'm trying to get this out as quick as possible. I just got it. I just had the thought that I'm going to do this, and it's 8:06 p.m. right now while I'm making this. But you go down, so there's like a 2 room that you have to do the very first room. You know what I'm saying? Then there's like a 5 room you have to do after that. Then there's like a 4 room, and then the boss room. I tried it other ways, but that was the quickest way to get to the boss room. You can go up, and it's like easier rooms, but you got to do like 1 or 2 more rooms. So I don't know. The way it worked for me, I just tried down, and it worked. But that was after putting a lot into my horde level. I have the Associated Kingdom to 50%, or level 15, whatever, however you want to say it. I have all my troops fully ascended. I have my Mechator medaled. I have my Bull General medaled. I did almost everything I could. I don't know. I think my horde level was around 230 or something like that. Pretty high. And I finally got it done. But yeah, I went down, and what you need to do is make sure you make it to the last battle with what I got here. That's pretty much what you need. The least you would need is the tank and a Mechator, I would say. And that's going to be very difficult. Because what happens is you can kill everything on their team except for their tank if you don't have enough damage to kill the tank. Because eventually everything on your team is going to die besides your tank, and you'll kill everything on their team except for their tank, and it'll be your tank versus their tank, and you might as well retreat because that ain't going to happen. That tank will gain 150 armor when it casts, and you'll only be doing like 70 damage per skull. So you'll have to do 3 skulls before you do more damage than he can heal with 1 spell, while he's hitting you with a really high damage skull. So I got there like 3 times with just my tank left versus their tank at the end. And one time he was so close to being dead. I was hitting him with my Mechators and everything. I got him down to like 100 durability. And then they killed my Mechator, so it was just my tank versus their tank again. But he healed up, and I was so mad. But yeah, the team is the Bull General, Mechator, the Minnow King. You're going to lose the Minnow King probably before you get to the boss. I did like every single time. You'll hopefully get there with the tank and the 2 Mechators like I did here. And then in the last battle, you're going to want to go all out on their tank. You would think you would go all out on enemies that are going to do damage to you that pose a giant threat, right? A damage threat. But that's not the case. In this Pure Faction level 500, you want to go after their tank and get that thing out of there as quick as possible, because if you're both trading shots and everything, and maybe they kill one of your Mechators, and then you kill their Mechator, and then you kill their Minnow King, and then they kill your other Mechator, and then it's your tank versus their tank, you're going to lose. You're going to lose, so do whatever you can to have your two Mechators just firing on their tank, and hit their tank with skulls, and take green and red so their tank don't take mana and cast and get barrier and a bunch of armor. Just do what you can to get rid of that tank. That's the main goal. And there's other battles that are hard too. There's like a Glaceon battle. You want to try to take him out as soon as possible. There's strategies involved with like hitting certain enemies so you can try to silence certain enemies. Taking green and red so their tank doesn't get his mana. Always taking yellow and red, and taking a bunch of, like, if you get one Mechator up, don't just cast it. Try to, if there's mana on the board, take it. You know what I'm saying? Like, try to get everybody up. You're always taking mana. And then shoot everybody at their tank. You know what I'm saying? Always make sure you're taking every opportunity on the board. Just because you get one Mechator up doesn't mean you should take that next turn to fire it off. Just because you got your Bull General up doesn't mean you should use the spell. Even sometimes maybe you have all your troops up, and the right move might be to take a green on the board because you don't want their tank to get the green and then cast his stupid barrier and armor gain. It's crazy. So you just gotta be. You'll figure it out, and you might have to level up your horde pretty high. You might have to get a bunch of potions. I probably spent 2,500 gems on this. I'm down to like 2,000 something gems now. I spent a ton of gold, a ton of treasure. My gold, I'm down to like 7 million. I had like 12 million, so I spent like 5 million gold over the last like 5 days or so, or 4 days, whatever it was, 3 days even. It's crazy. So do everything you can. It's gonna be hard, and you'll figure out like kind of how you're gonna have to do it. But then you're just gonna you'll have to get the stats for it as well. You know, there's figuring it out, and then there's getting the stats for it. But I kind of knew I had it in the bag here once I killed their tank, and had my tank at a certain durability. I was like, alright, I don't think they're going to be able to kill me now. So I was just looking for that last kill here. I got a little bit nervous when they killed my last Mechator. It was just my tank, but as long as their tank's not there, I was pretty confident I could win. Because I almost did it. And then I've had tank versus tank where it was impossible a couple times, but I've had tank versus tank where it almost happened as well. But yeah, Bull General, and I'm sorry if it pauses here. I think I was I was playing the game and probably went away from my game. But anyway, it's Bull General, Mechator, the Minnow King. I just used the double red, double green banner just to take advantage of that banner. 2+2s. No class, right? Unless you're doing a class weapon. Go down. You can try going up if you want, and you can hit like 2 rooms, 3 rooms, 2 rooms, and then like a 4 room, and you don't have to hit any 5 rooms. But I just feel like once you have to get your stats to a certain level anyway, you might as well just go down and do the less amount of battles. But there it was. I beat it. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. This isn't my best video ever. It's like me just trying to get it out there because there's only 5 hours left before reset, before next week comes, and I'm trying to, get it out there in case you need to get this done. But if you run out of turns, just keep buying potions. You're going to have to spend like at least 2,000 gems to beat this. It's one of the hardest pure factions in the game, I'd say. It wasn't once I got to a certain stat level and once I figured out kind of how it was going to have to go, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but at first it was pretty bad, and I was crying about it this morning, crying about it a couple hours ago, and when I finally got it done, I was like, you know, that was bad, but it wasn't impossible. But I say that, but I also say that as a person that spent like 5 million gold, probably 8,000 chaos shards, 2,500 gems, and it took me like, I don't even know, probably, how many tries do I think it took me to do that? It wasn't as many as I don't think it was as many, but it just felt like a lot, because each battle took forever, but, I don't know, maybe 10 to 15 tries, something like that. Somewhere around there, probably closer to the 10. But there you can see I don't have max points. I have 2,490. That's because I didn't do the last battle with no casualties, which I do after this. I didn't want to. I want to make the video as short as possible, so I'm not going to put that on here. But I did get it done. I used triple ferocity Rage Reaver, which is awesome for that because you can just get a bunch of extra turns with Rage Reaver, build up your durability. That way you don't lose any troops, and then you're very strong and you can one-shot. And I think triple ferocity Rage Reaver is pretty good for that. I got it done, so whatever. My pet is maxed out, my dino pet, completely mythic. My Wild Plains is like way up there in power level, and I got it done. Pure Faction level 500 is done, and No Death level 500 is done with triple ferocity Rage Reaver. But yeah, I'll do the Bull General, double Mechator, King Minos, and you're gonna have to go to Horde level like 225 at least, 200 at least, and you're going to spend a bunch of gems on a bunch of turns, and a bunch of gold, and a bunch of treasure, and a bunch of chaos portals. But yeah, like, share, subscribe. See y'all tomorrow for the weekly preview.